Hey friends, welcome back to another adventure. Today we're crossing the border to Buffalo, New York to check out a new brewery and catch another Buffalo Sabres game. We got good drinks, great food, and even better hockey, so let's get into it.
Go Sabres!
Mike and I have made quite a few trips to Buffalo together, and lately we've been coming over more often for some good old NHL hockey. We're both Leafs fans, but since Sabres tickets are way more affordable, this team has slowly but surely grown on us. Turns out, we've unknowingly passed the spot every time we've been here. So on this trip, we finally decided to check it out. This is Hofbräuhaus, a German brewery that's become wildly popular. Originally from Munich, Germany, they now have 2 locations there and 6 in the United States. Obviously, we'd love to visit the one in Germany someday, but for now, this one shall do. What is this in German?
Speisekarte means menu.
Parking here is $10, but there's also street parking, which is typically free after 5 p.m. on weekdays and all day on weekends and holidays. If you're planning to grab food before a Sabres game, that $10 parking is a solid deal since the arena is just down the road. Definitely something to keep in mind though. We noticed something really cool on their drink menu. They have flavor shots that you can add to your beer. Honestly, I have never even thought about modifying beer like that. I always assumed it just came as it is, but here, you can totally customize your drinking experience. Mike went for the Hefeweizen wheat beer, one of their specialty brews. It's a sweeter beer with notes of banana and clove, both in the flavor and aroma. I went with the Mirsu Moscato, recommended by our lovely server.
Kellnerin.
This wine was crisp and refreshing with fruity aromas of orange blossoms, peaches, pineapples, and citrus. Those bright flavors carried through every sip, definitely a great choice if you're into sweeter wines. For our meals, Mike went with the chicken schnitzel sandwich, served with a side of mashed potatoes. I got the vegan schnitzel with Bavarian-style potato salad. Both dishes looked amazing and we were excited to dig in. But first, let's circle back to these drinks. Like I mentioned earlier, the Moscato is a lovely sipping wine. It's perfect for anyone new to drinking, kind of like us. As for Mike's beer, it was super unique. He's not even a big banana flavored guy, but he really enjoyed this one. And I love banana, so this was a winner for me. If paying duties on bringing alcohol back to Canada wasn't such a hassle, we definitely would have taken some of these home with us. We really love the flavors in this one.
Oh, the tannins.
The Bavarian-style potato salad came cold, which threw me off a little since my schnitzel was hot, but these potatoes are really good. You could definitely taste the mustard in them, and I love how they were sliced and prepared almost like scalloped potatoes. As for the schnitzel, it reminded me of this veggie chicken strips that I get at home and make. Now, it's not a bad thing, it's just a familiar taste. The flavor was great though. I'm not sure what fruit jam they paired with my meal, but it tasted kind of like a mix of cranberry or maybe loganberries. Either way, it really complemented the dish and added something extra to the experience. Mike's chicken schnitzel sandwich came with arugula, aioli, and was supposed to be served on a bacon brioche bun with avocado as well. But looking back, we realized they never added the avocado, and the bun didn't really have that bacon flavor. It just tasted like a regular brioche bun. Even with that though, Mike still loved his meal. He really enjoyed how crispy the chicken was, how fresh the arugula was, and how they used the perfect amount of aioli so nothing felt or tasted dry. He did wish the avocado was there though, but still, a solid chicken schnitzel sandwich. And his mashed potatoes were served nice and warm, fluffy and buttery, just how they should be. A perfect side to go with the sandwich. And what are we thinking?
Nice and crispy and firm. It's very good. The aioli is nice and garlicky. The arugula is...
Arugula-ing?
Oh, the arugula's gone bad. No, arugula is fresh. The arugula is fresh.
The arugula's not bad. For dessert, they had a bunch of house-made options, all freshly made daily. We went with a sweet pretzel covered in cinnamon and sugar and served with a house-made cream dipping sauce. A perfect way to end our meal. The pretzel on its own was really good, but what really amped up the flavor was that dipping sauce. We kept saying, as Canadians, I feel like anyone not from America might get this, but the cream just tasted American. Let me know if you non-Americans get what I'm saying. It was rich and had a heavier cream flavor, but in a really good way. It took the already delicious pretzel and made it even more amazing when you paired it with that creamy sauce. So tasty. This place is massive and clearly has a lot to offer, so definitely check out their website for details on their special offers and their fun pedal tours that they have. They also have a membership club and a cool gift shop. We had a blast here and would love to come back to see how lively it gets during Oktoberfest or other big events. They definitely have the space for it. All in all, we're giving this place a fun 4 out of 5. Das Essen und Bier ist sehr lecker.
You got it!
Alright, he made me say that. I hope I did good. The Buffalo Sabres are a team with a rich history, though, let's be honest, they've been a bit of a frustrating team to watch over the past decade or so. But every now and then, they have moments of brilliance, like this game against the Boston Bruins.
Let's go Sabres. Sabres.
One thing Mike and I love to do for any hockey game is show up early. We like to grab a bite to eat, browse the stores, and catch the warm-ups. There's just something about being right up at the boards, hearing those pucks slam against the glass, and watching the players from both teams get ready. Maybe, just maybe, get a puck. One day. One day. I'll get a puck one day, Mike. Stop looking at me. I'm gonna get a puck one day. Almost got a puck from this game, but some girl beat me to it. I'm not bitter, even though I helped her get it. Anyways, moving on. This arena has definitely changed quite a bit from when we were coming here a few years back. Their food options have improved, but at the end of the day, it's still arena food. So expect higher prices and nothing too mind-blowing. That said, you can't really go wrong with pizza. We both went for something comfortable. I got a classic cheese slice and Mike went for a buffalo chicken slice from La Nova. It was good, nothing fancy, but it did the job and satisfied our hunger. One of her friends got gifted tickets to this game actually for his birthday, and he had great seats. So before the game started, he came down to meet us at the ice to watch warm-ups. Just, soaking in the energy, seeing the players up close, and of course, some friendly rivalry banter. He was all in for the Bruins, a huge fan, while we were repping the Sabres. Even though we did come for Buffalo, we have a lot of appreciation for the Bruins as an original six team. And of course, players like Brad Marchand and David Pastrnak.
There's Marchand.
Our friend may have had amazing seats close to the ice, but we were much higher up. One thing about this arena though, we don't think there's a single bad seat here. No matter where you are, you get a clear view of all of the action. Another thing we noticed, This year, the Sabres have really stepped up their production. They got a new Jumbotron, and their pre-game show felt way more intense. And we've always loved those giant swords that the Sabres skate out of. We always thought it was a really cool touch. During one of the intermissions, we got a little peckish again and decided to try the walking taco stall since we passed it on our way up to our seats. They had a plant-based option which really intrigued me. If you've never had a walking taco before, it's basically a taco built inside of a bag of chips and you eat it with a fork. Mike definitely added one too many jalapenos to his, but we both really enjoyed them. Our stomachs, on the other hand, did not love us afterwards. But hey, we knew what we were signing up for when we saw the topping options. It's definitely one of the more fun food choices at this arena. And as for the game itself, absolutely insane. We got to witness not one, but 2 hat tricks. One from Tage Thompson and another from JJ Peterka. And Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was a wall in the net. We couldn't get over the score. It was fun to razz our friend from our seats as we watched the scoreboard climb higher and higher for the Sabres. I think our friend has seen enough at this point. Bye, Josh. Bye, buddy. And to add insult to injury, Zach Benson tips one in with just 12 seconds left in the third period, sealing the Sabres' dominant 7-2 victory. It's always fun to stick around after the game to see who gets awarded the 3 stars, the top players of the night. Mike actually guessed all of them before they were even announced. It's a fun little tradition to watch while letting the crowd thin out a bit before heading out. We still have plenty more NHL teams to watch live and many more arenas to experience. We've both been to a handful, and so far, the gold standard for an amazing overall hockey experience is the Vegas Golden Knights. But since we don't live near Vegas and can't afford to fly out just for a game, the Sabres have been doing a great job of making these games a really fun outing. With that being said, we rank them a solid 4 out of 5 because no matter what, you're going to have a good time here. Alright, that's a wrap on another adventure. With Buffalo just being a hop, jump, and a skip away from the border for us, it's always a fun spot to go and explore Sabres games and new places. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one.